Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Alam Academy. I am going to teach you BSc Mechanics by Riznik. In my previous lecture, I have discussed about the spherical polar coordinate. And in spherical polar coordinate, the three terms which were rho, theta and phi were unknown for you. And now I will discuss radial distance rho, polar angle theta and azimuth angle phi. These terms are discussed with the definition now, and in the radial distance it is known from its name, that is it is distance of a given point from a fixed region, and the radial distance is also called radius or radial coordinate, denoted by rho. Radial distance is basically a distance of a given point from the fixed region, and the radial distance is also called radius or radial coordinate, denoted by rho. Polar angle theta, the second one is polar angle theta. This angle is measured from the fixed zenith direction. Zenith direction means from z axis. It's okay. Polar angle is also called zenith angle, normal angle, inclination angle. These are the three names of this one word, that is polar angle, zenith angle, normal angle, inclination angle, and this term is obviously denoted by theta. Azimuth angle, the angle of orthogonal projection. The angle of orthogonal projection means obviously orthogonality. Orthogonality projection on the reference plane that passes through region, and it will pass through region. The projection which pass through region, basically these passes through region and orthogonal to zenith, and it will be obviously orthogonal to what? To zenith, to z axis, is called azimuth angle, which is denoted by phi. These were three terms which were unknown from you, and now you can understand the concept of these three terms. Now I will go toward toward my another topic. In the first chapter we are discussing the first chapter only, and next topic is about the multiplication of two vectors. You can see on the screen the two vectors which can be multiplied by the two methods. It's mean multiplication of two vectors. You know, the two vector quantity. If I give you two vector quantity, how can you multiply it? There are two methods which were very important: scalar product and vector product. I will discuss firstly scalar product with detail, and then in my next lecture I will discuss about the vector product. Scalar product. The multiplication of two quantities is called scalar product or dot product. Obviously, multiplication of two vectors, suppose a and b are the two vectors, then we will multiply it, and we will get the result a dot b, and this is called the scalar product formula. Scalar product of a and b is a dot b is equal to ab cos of theta, magnitude of a and magnitude of b. You can see on the screen that a and b are shown in the figure. These are, I am talking about these two, and cos theta is what? Is by the figure. You can see in the figure, that is this one. You can see that this figure shows that a, this is a, this is b. The angle between a and b is theta, and a is basically projection of b on a. This figure shows projection of b on a. Projection mean, I have told you in my last lecture that the projection mean is the shadow of b on a. It's okay. So similarly, in the same diagram we can see that a dot b is equal to a into b cos of theta. We can write it like that as we write in the second step. Now in the third step, a dot b is equal to a into, we can say that b cos theta. What shows b cos theta? The b cos theta shows projection of b on a. Similarly, b dot a is equal to b a cos of theta. It's okay. A dot b, firstly we take a dot b, but now we take b dot a. So b dot a is equal to b a cos of theta. The formula will be same, the figure will be same. only the difference of B and A position. A will replace by the B and B will be replaced by the A. So there is no difference among both of them. Only the law hold, which is commutative law, which I will explain later. Examples. Now scalar product, you know about the definition of scalar product, about the formula of scalar product, and now you will find the examples of the scalar product, that is W is equal to F dot D. It is the formula of a work done, and work done has a multiplication of two vectors. The two vectors are force and distance. Obviously work is equal to force multiplied by distance. So you can see in the figure in the screen that the W is equal to F dot D. W is equal to F dot D is the basic formula which we use. The second one is P is equal to F dot V, which is the formula of momentum, force multiplied by velocity. So these two examples were of scalar product. Our next page show the characteristic of scalar product. Obviously scalar product has its definition, has its formula, has its example, and has some characteristic. These characteristics are 6. Number 1, scalar product is commutative. It's okay. First of all, I will discuss about the scalar product is commutative and how it is commutative. Number 2, scalar product of two perpendicular vector. This sign means perpendicular. This sign means perpendicular. The third one sign is about parallel, which I have indicated. Now I will explain it step by step. Number 1, scalar product is commutative. So firstly, I will show you the page. You can see scalar product of commutative. Scalar product is commutative. You can see on the figure that A dot B is equal to AB cos of theta. Formula is same. B dot A, I have explained you that A dot B and B dot A are both are the commutative. B dot A is equal to BA cos of theta. The change is only of the position of B and A. So BA cos of theta and AB cos of theta. Compare, we can compare equation number 1 with the equation number 2. It's mean I am talking about equation number 1 and equation number 2. I will compare it and we will get A dot B is equal to B dot A, which is the this shows the commutative property of the scalar product. Now scalar product of two perpendicular vector, you can see that the scalar product of the two perpendicular vector is like that. The scalar product of two mutually perpendicular vector is 0. He wanted to say that the scalar product of two mutually perpendicular vector, when the two vectors you can see in the figure like A vector and the B vector are shown like that, then they have the angle of 90. Perpendicular mean the theta is equal to 90 degree, and both vectors A and B have the 90-degree angle. This shows that both vectors are perpendicular to each other and shows 0. What it shows? 0. You can say by cos theta, but the formula we know A dot B is equal to A dot B is equal to AB cos of theta, and if we put the value of theta is equal to 90, then I will get 0. It's okay. So this shows value which I have required. Theta is equal to 90 degree with each other, and A dot B is equal to AB cos of theta. You can see on the screen with the mathematics. A dot B is equal to AB cos of 90 and A dot B is equal to 0. This shows that scalar product of two perpendicular vector is 0. Scalar product of two perpendicular vector is 0. You have to know about it. Third one, in the case of perpendicular unit vector, now this is a next page in which it is telling about the three vectors ij and k, and ij and k have the 90-degree angle, then it will also make the same vector which is equal to 0. It's mean I dot j is equal to ij cos of 90 is equal to 0, and j dot k is equal to 0. Similarly, k dot I is equal to 0. This shows that these all terms will be equal to 0, which are perpendicular to each other. It's mean finally the multiplication of two scalar product, and if the two scalar product are perpendicular to each other, then it will show the 0 result. Scalar product of two parallel vectors. The scalar product of two parallel vectors is equal to the product of their magnitudes. Obviously, A dot B is equal to A magnitude, B magnitude, cos of theta. And obviously, the parallel lines, that is A and B, you can see in the figure. You can see like that, A and B both are showing angle is equal to 0. They have no angle. Theta is equal to 0. This shows that cos theta, we will put theta 0 in the cos theta. So I will get A dot B is equal to AB. Similarly, you can say that if they both are anti-parallel to each other, if the two vectors A and B are anti-parallel to each other, then what will happen? And the difference is of only the minus sign. The sign which have indicated by the cos 180. Cos 180, what is cos 180? Cos 180 is equal to minus 1. That's why we can say that cos 180 is equal to minus 1. That's why we can say that A dot B is equal to minus AB. In case of a parallel unit vector ij and k, I is equal to I cos of 0 is equal to 1. Obviously, when the two vectors are of the same, you know that I and I, if I take j and j, similarly k and k, then it will be equal to 1. It's okay. Now self-scalar product. Self-scalar product is basically, self-scalar product mean the self dot product of A is A. Now I am discussing about the product of a scalar product with the product by itself, that is A dot A. A dot A is equal to A cos of 0. A cos of 0 shows cos of 0 is equal to 1. You know that. So A and A will be multiplied by each other, and we will get A square. So the magnitude of a vector is basically under root of A dot A, and we will get the same result that we get in the magnitude of a vectors. The fifth property is about the scalar product in terms of a component form. We can write. Firstly, you have to learn about the component form. A is written in the component form is AXI. Hope so I will indicate it. Wait a minute. A is equal to AXI, AYJ and AZK. This is the component form of A, and B is equal to BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. You have to read it. It's okay. A is equal to AXI, AYJ, AZK. B is equal to BXI, BYJ, BZK. And if we multiply A and B, then I will get the result. I can show you. Wait a minute. A dot B is equal to AXI plus AYJ plus AZK. BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. AX will be this AX. Wait. AX will be multiplied by BX. AY will be multiplied by BY. Next I will tell you AX BX, AX BY, then AX BZ. Second, AY will be multiplied with the BX, AY will be multiplied with the BY, AY will be multiplied with the BZ. It's okay. Similarly, AZ will be multiplied with the BX, BY and then BZ. And the terms which is included are I multiplied by I will be same. I multiplied by J, I multiplied by K, then J multiplied by I, then J multiplied by J and then J multiplied by K. Then K multiplied by I, K multiplied by J, K multiplied by K. And if we know that I into I and K into K and J into J are only terms which are equal to 1, otherwise all terms will be 0. So he concluded like that. You can see in the screen that he concluded that AX bx plus ay by plus az bz is our required result. Now the last but not least, angle between the two vectors. The scalar product of two vectors a and b is written as formula will be same like that, and next I will write it in the component form result, that is a dot b is equal to ax bx plus ay by plus az bz, and I will show you by putting the formula of a dot b. It's mean that I am putting the formula in a dot b here basically, and you can say that you are putting the formula or compare the two equations, and if you compare the two equation, then you will get a b cos of theta is equal to this one. You will put out the value of cos theta only, and take a and b in the lower side like that, and we will get the required result, that is theta, which is shown in the figure. So this was full theory of a scalar product, and hope you all students have enjoyed it, and you should understand about it. And if you have any query, you can ask me in the comment box. That's why you can ask me in the comment box. Okay, thank you.